Okay, I thought I would go ahead and go a little more in depth, do a video on the Torino itself, a little bit about the car. It's a 70 Torino GT convertible. It's got the 351 Cleveland 4-barrel. It does have the bucket seats and console interior. I'll get into that more in just a minute. I'm not completely restoring it, rebuilding the engine, everything. It's got a good engine. When I put the engine in it, I was just anxious to get it running. So once I got it running good, I just put a carpet dash cover on it, some cheap seat covers, and went away with it. And have enjoyed it greatly. But mainly now I'm just putting it back in the condition it should have been in, and upgrading some things along the way. Okay, to get to the car itself, we'll start with the interior. As I said, it is a bucket seats and console car. Unfortunately, I ordered factory upholstery for the seats at the beginning of December. It's now April, and I called a little while back to check on them. They were on back order. They didn't know when at all that they would be able to get them shipped out. So I canceled my order and got these seats that I feel like go with the car as much as aftermarket racing seats do. It's not a real replacement for the factory buckets, and as a matter, I still have them, and they will go with the car. I was not able to get the upholstery kits for them. Let's see, otherwise, I have a Nardi Torino steering wheel. I just thought that went with this being a Torino. I did put a chrome shifter. I thought that went with the steering wheel, and it's factory to some Fords in that at this time period. If I can get a picture of that, I redid the sills. I tried to get as detailed as I could, and so I detailed these strips, and even found the Ford metal insert for that goes with them. I got those. In general, the interior is in really good shape, other than the lack of the factory bucket seats. I did put a new dash pad on the car, and you can kind of see over there. I had to replace the driver's side mirror with one that had the remote, because the remote was gone from the one that was on there, and I'm just trying to get the car as good as possible to what someone would want. Okay, let's see if I can get under the hood with one hand. Like I said, it's got the 351 Cleveland 4-barrel. There we go. I have not done a lot of aftermarket beefing up of the motor. It's basically, despite what it looks like, it's basically a stock 351 Cleveland. I put another carburetor on it, and finned air cleaner. Thought that went with the finned valve covers. I did upgrade from points distributor to ProComp electronic distributor, and so I got the high energy coil, and it's all goes through the Mallory ignition system. Let's see, all of the fuel lines are the stainless steel braided, and the one other thing I changed down here, if you can see it, I did get a I guess that's good. I got an aftermarket high volume mechanical fuel pump. I was thinking about getting an electronic or an electric high volume fuel pump, and I just didn't want to make that change in the car. I thought about that, but I really wanted to go with the mechanical fuel pump. And when I found the high volume one, I got that. And of course, I got a regulator so that I can adjust the fuel supply. I got an aftermarket radiator that's supposed to be made for this car, but it basically it fit, but on this one the transmission lines came in the bottom from the factory. So I did have to do some rebending and routing to get the transmission lines to the bottom of the radiator. I think I got that done. I got a steel flexible upper radiator hose. I got a silicone lower radiator hose. Really, other than that, I've just kind of detailed the engine compartment. It's basically, like I said, it's for the most part, take all the bells and whistles off. It's a factory 4-barrel 351 Cleveland. As far as the exterior goes, I did pull off and disassemble the headlights and taillights. I repainted both of them, and I masked off that little chrome strip on them. That was tedious to do, but I got that done. I think that they look very nice. A little disappointed. The center of the grill has one piece missing. I could not find a center grill that was not just, absolutely too expensive. So I got that. I kept that one. I repainted. I may try to. I've got a plastic welder, and I may try to repair that. But as far as the lights go, tail lights, headlights, grills, everything, that's the only real issue. I did get a front spoiler for it. And I shined up, polished up the bumper as much as possible. It's not perfect, but I think it makes a huge difference. Now, as far as the wheels, I've got a set of the factory deep dish 14x7, I think, Torino GT wheels. I've got a set of 14-inch Magnum 500s, painted graphite, and 2 of those are 14x6 and 2 are 14x7. The wheels I'm going to be running on it, the rims I'm going to run on it, are these Torque Thrust. They are 16 by 8. I think that they fit the car and looks very nicely. And I do have a new set of tires right there. They're on a set of Lincoln LSC wheels, but I'll be dismounting those and put them on these wheels. And I found these wheel covers that came on 71 Torinos as well as Mustangs, and I think Cougars too. Right now they've got a Mustang center, but I'm going to go ahead and buy the Torino center caps, and just to give whoever buys this the most options that I can give them. Some of the other parts, I did go as far as buying a new set of open lug nuts and a new set of the chrome full lug nuts. I've got all the rubber weather stripping for the car and the cowl vents. Got new 351 badges as well as GT letters, and I refinished the Torino badges. One thing I am doing is I'm upgrading the tail lights to rear sequential turn signals, and they're pretty easy. They just kind of plug in where the other lights plug in, and then you've got another special flasher to use for it. Right now, I've got, you can't see it with the hood open, but I've got an open grill in the hood scoop. I'm also selling it with this complete closed grill assembly. And I went ahead and repaired and am selling the factory style shifter knob, shifter handle with it. Let's see if I can get around to the back. Okay, I had to open the garage door to get to the back of the car. Let's see, let me get the trunk keys. For some reason, I am just really wanting to get the trunk looking as good as possible. I don't know if if anyone else cares about that, but that's what I've tried to do. Now you can see the only body modification I've made is I put a trunk lid and the trunk corner pieces from a Sports Roof GT with the rear lip. I thought that looked nice on it, and it goes with a front spoiler. I don't like having a wing on a car like this. And let's see. Okay. And there is the trunk. I've got a factory trunk mat, a matching spare tire cover, matching jack pack. I did have to find these covers for the sides of the trunk that cover up that gap, and I did get a factory spare tire mount. And again, I don't know if anyone else is really cares at all about the trunk, but I wanted to, for some reason, I really want to make it look nice. Just another addition to the car. But that is basically it. the top, I'm going to have a new top put on it, and it looks shiny on camera, but it's going to need a new paint job. So I've finished with the engine, the trunk, the interior. Next thing I'm tackling is going to be the body work for the paint job. And then I'll have to take it and get the top installed. Now, one thing I skipped over, I forgot, one of my major upgrades were to the brakes. It had factory front disc brakes. I upgraded those to a cross-drilled slotted rotor, and I went ahead and the rear brakes were drum, and I went ahead and got a conversion kit converting them to disc brakes, and I got the cross-drilled slotted rotors for the back also. I think that's gonna really improve the braking on this car, and really that's where I'm at right now. I have made some videos prior to this of some of the things that have been done. I'll be posting those, and then as I progress from here, I'll be posting videos, and I guess that is it for this one. That's the Torino convertible, and I'll be putting up another video hopefully pretty soon.